Now let's go on to worksheet 3.4. So worksheet 3.4, do take note, this first question here is actually extra information. So it's not included in the textbook. So this worksheet 3.4 is relatively important. Okay, so you need this to study. Now, first one, if oil is mixed with water, what's the type of mixture form as mentioned? It's what we call the immiscible liquid-liquid mixture. So you form two distinct layers. So typically for this kind of situation, we'll use what we call a separating funnel. So this instrument that you see here is actually a separating funnel. So when the mixture has settled, so you'll see the top here is actually oil, the bottom is water. So this is oil, this is water. So how does this separating funnel work? So what you'll do is you open the tap over here, you let the water drain out. Once all the water is out, you close the tap. So officially, you have separated the liquid, the water, from the oil. Okay, so this is how the separating funnel works. So identify an important factor that allows the funnel to be used. It's actually the idea that the liquids do not dissolve in each other. So they are immiscible. Therefore, you can form two distinct layers, two different layers, and thus you can use the separating funnel. So it's actually quite a simple device that can be used to separate immiscible liquid-liquid mixture. Next one. Okay, let's go on to question 2. Vodka is an alcoholic beverage, 40% ethanol, 60% water. Obviously, ethanol and water put together, you get a mixture. But what they say here is that ethanol actually dissolves in water to form a homogeneous, consistent, colorless liquid. So you see you don't see any distinct layers. You see everything mixed together well. So this is what we call a miscible liquid-liquid mixture. Oh, sorry, it's over here. Okay. Now, so why the separating funnel cannot be used? Because the liquids are miscible. They do not separate into different layers. So therefore, this is called a miscible liquid-liquid mixture. So therefore, if this is going to be the case, what method do we use to separate these liquids? So actually, we'll use this method called the fractional distillation. In the previous round, okay, you learned this thing called simple distillation. Now we're going to look at this thing called the fractional distillation. It's typically used to separate miscible liquid-liquid mixtures. So what's the difference between simple and fractional distillation? It's actually this idea of a separating column. Okay, so what is this idea of a separating column? It actually has many glass beads. It provides a large surface area for the vapor to condense. So those that easily condense will not go up into the condenser. Okay, so during fractional distillation, the liquid with the lowest boiling point will distill first. Then the higher boiling point ones will condense later. Okay, we'll do later. So actually, you look at it. So this is the temperature changes as the vodka undergoing fractional distillation. So temperature increasing when the temperature remains constant. So you can see here. So at this point, we know that it is boiling. One of the substance is boiling. At this point, another substance is boiling. So which substance will boil first? So actually, if you look at it, you're not sure, right? There's no info here, but just to let you know, okay, water, you know, boils at 100, so this must be ethanol. So boiling, occurring for ethanol. This is the boiling for water. So indicate if X when ethanol has been completely distilled. So you can see here, the temperature remains constant at 78. When all the ethanol has been fully distilled, the temperature will continue to increase. So therefore, at this particular point over here, this is actually where all the ethanol has been completely distilled. Okay, so anyway, do take note, determine the boiling point. So you can see here, actually this is about, okay, if you give me 80 degrees also can lah. But typically, you measure it correctly, it should be about 78. And the water will be 100, obviously. So in summary, what are the methods we can use to separate mixture? Your filtration for undissolved solid liquid. When you have dissolved solid liquid mixture, you have evaporation to dryness, crystallization, this to collect solids. This one is to collect the liquid. If you have miscible liquid-liquid, use a separating funnel. Immiscible liquid-liquid, use separating funnel. Miscible liquid-liquid, use fractional distillation. So this is for worksheet 3.4.